What's up, YouTube? New Never You here again. Another video on this beautiful Friday morning. Happy payday for most of y'all out there. Hope you're saving it for crazy times ahead. Today, don't really know what I want to talk about, but I guess we'll just pick a random subject out the hat. And no, I'm not gang banging, but I am grass cutting. Today I want to talk about forgiveness and how vital it is to forgive others and to forgive yourself. I know in my generation, a lot of us have that whole perception that somebody screws you over once, that's it. You done with them. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I can't blame you. It's easy to just wipe your hands clean with somebody and just move on and not have to worry about it. It's easy. You have to worry about how they feel, how you feel towards them. None of that. Now, forgiveness is very, very difficult because the mind remembers just about everything, if not everything, whether whether it be in your subconscious or your normal conscious, your brain just remembers things. So you can forgive somebody 10 years ago when you see them in a grocery store or car wash or whatever, and you see them and the first thing you think about is what they did 10 years ago that you forgave them for. Now, just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean you forgot what they did. Now, how you choose to react after that is the part where the forgiveness takes hold. If you're still bitter and sour towards it, then you probably haven't forgiven them. You probably haven't fully let go of that situation. Or maybe you haven't forgiven yourself for feeling like it was your fault that you fell victim to said situation. And I think me personally, I think it's harder to forgive yourself more so than to forgive others, because you don't see them every day, but you live with yourself every day. So for you can think about the entire situation every day for forever. And they probably don't even think about it once. Which is the part that probably hinders you from moving on. And I understand that. I get it. I do. And it would be totally irrational for me to sit here and say, you gotta forgive people at all costs. Because I understand how difficult it is. I understand how hard it is. I understand that forgiveness is top 5 hardest things to do. But it's like exercise. Once you start it and you get a routine and you figure it out, it's like, I can do this. I can do this. I can let go of all these evil emotions that I've been holding on to for so long. I can let go of all this pain, this suffering, this just wickedness. And once you do that, you open your heart up to more positive things, more joyous things. You're not so out of energy. You're not so negative. You're not so pessimistic. You're happier. You got joy. And I think forgiveness is the key to joy, because joy is like happiness on one of those balloon things that blows up the balloons, but you got to hand pump it. Because you start out with happiness. You stick the happiness on the tip of the balloon, the air pressure, and you pump it. And as you pumping it, that's you pumping out all that negative emotion, pumping up your joy, pumping up the act of forgiving others, forgiving yourself. And eventually the balloon pops. And that's just the symbol of overflowing of joy. The fact that you've learned how to forgive not only others but yourself, because you have to do both. And one's not always going to be as easy as the other, but you have to do both. And it's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle. But it's something that you learn to do with time. You learn to do with practice. You learn to do with effort. And it's a daily thing. You wake up every day and you say, I got to do this for myself, freeing myself. Because without joy, without happiness, without forgiveness, we're just a bottle of walking poison. And we should want to be the cure to that poison. Or at least I want to be the cure to that poison. So this video is not going to be as long as all my other ones, because usually I just rant on my other ones. But you can't really rant about forgiveness. You just talk about it with a calm, serene voice. And you look at the day like today, how beautiful it is. The sun's out, birds are chirping. People are driving back and forth to work, back and forth to wherever they're going. You just gotta realize that life is a lot bigger than holding on to grudges. And I know there's some things that happen to some people that are pretty substantial that I'll never understand. But that forgiveness is the key. That's where the healing begins. So don't be too hard on yourself, and try not to be hard on others, even when they do just dumb, stupid, uneducated things. You don't necessarily have to put yourself in their shoes. Just don't take yourself to their level of whatever they're doing. You can be better. You have to choose to be better. So do better. Forgive. And you may not forget, but eventually we have to forgive. This is New Never You with forgiveness. And if you didn't know, now you do.